Okay, so Algebra 1, Lesson 5.4. What you are doing in this lesson is you are fitting a line to your data. We don't spend too much time on this lesson. It's something I just like you to know, but generally it's done by a computer programming software or your calculator. I don't require a fancy calculator, so we do it by hand. I just like you to see how it works. That's why we are doing the lesson. Okay? So, what happens is you're going to be given data, and generally one line is not going to pass through every single point. Okay, but you'll see a pattern and see that it tends to be linear, okay? And so that's what we want to do in this lesson, is we want to find a line that's called the best fit line. It fits most of the data. Okay, and then when it's done using software or a calculator, it is an average of your data points. Okay, so in order to find this best fit line, what you're going to do is you are first going to plot all the points. Okay, then you're going to use a straight edge, so like your ruler, to go ahead and find a line that is about the same distance to every point. Okay, so for us, we're all going to get something slightly different, and that's because what one of us thinks is the best fit line is not necessarily going to be what the next person thinks is your best fit line. Okay, so we're going to use the following data. To see how to find this best fit line. So these are our data points. Given to us in a table. Okay. So our X are on the top, our Y are on the bottom. So we start by plotting these in the coordinate plane. Use 2 so I can get as accurate a grid as possible. I have to get all the way up to 27 here. Okay. So I'm going to put my x-axis here. Okay, and my y-axis here. And then I'm going to plot all of these points. Each line is 1. So I'm going to go to plot 2, 11. So 2, 11, 9, 27. This one's hard. All right, that's one, 9, 8, 23. And 5, 17. Okay, so one line won't fit through every single point, right? We can see that. So I'm going to try to draw a best fit. Looks kind of good. About here. Okay, so this is what I would consider a best fit line. From there, you need to find 2 points on your line. Okay, so I'm going to use, it looks like here, we'll use this one. That's 3 and 13, and let's use this one. I think that is 6. $19. Okay, so from there, you're going to write the equation of a line like we have in the past. You're going to start with the slope. So it's rise over run, so change in y over change in x. And I get that the slope is 2. And then you have to find b. So y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to use one of my points. Let's do 313. So 13 equals the slope times the x value of 3 plus b. Then subtract 6 from both sides, and we get b is 7. So I have my slope and my intercept. So my equation is y equals 2x plus 7. Okay, you would get something slightly different because your line is going to be a little bit different than mine. So you plot your points, draw a line that averages your points, and then write the equation of the line, not a line using data points. You have to pick points off of the line that you drew. Okay, so that's best fit lines. With best fit lines comes correlation. And correlation is simply a number between 1 or negative 1 and 1. Okay? It describes how well the data can be approximated using a straight line. Okay, you're not actually going to find R in this class. It's too complicated. Okay, you're going to say points have either positive correlation and that's when they have a positive slope. So if you're looking at data points that kind of tend to look like this, okay, I would say this is positive correlation, because if I draw a best fit line, it's going to have a positive slope. You're going to say they have negative correlation. That's when they would have a negative slope. Okay, so if I look at my data points, and they're arranged something like this, okay, if I draw a best fit line, that's going to have a negative slope to it. Or we're going to say they have no correlation. That's when they're kind of just scattered all over the place, and they're not linear. So you're not going to be able to use a straight line. So, like this. They're not related to each other anywhere. There are just points all over the coordinate plane. Okay? So that is best fit lines.